Hello, the old timer here. This is a message for the everyday people of the world. It could be said that the most important standalone document ever written is being ignored, even though it has been signed by all 192 members of the United Nations organization. This document is so important because if followed, it would prevent a United Nations estimated 25,000 people, of which 10,000 people are children, from dying of hunger and related diseases today. If followed by all signees, it would create a peaceful, prosperous world where all could live. Let's suppose that you are one of the estimated 25 doomed people who will die today. You will die because this document was ignored and you were denied access to enough food on a regular basis to continue living. You will die today because the Article 25, Section 1 in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was ignored. It says, everyone has a right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care, and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. If followed, you would not have starved to death today. You would, though, because the systems that control the lives of every person from birth to death deny you your basic human rights to that food as stated in that important document. That document is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and that was Article 25 I read from, Section 1, and it declares that every human being has a right to enough of all the things necessary for a person to live, including food. Now, I must add to that, the world should be organized in such a way that every person, according to his or her ability, would put in their equal share of producing or manufacturing and distributing whatever has to be done for all the necessities of life to be available. I'm not suggesting that a few produce all these things and then because this Universal Declaration declares it a right that everyone has access to it. I'm saying that with everyone's participation according to their ability, then no obstacle should be in place that prevents them from having these things. They should be prevented from having them only by their initiative, by nothing else. If they don't contribute to society on equal terms with everyone else according to their ability, I'm not saying they're entitled. But other than that, I'm saying no roadblock should be put in the way like it is today. Today we have a system where, because of its very organization, it creates starvation and early death. It creates inequality. And the noose is tightening around the necks of every one of you ordinary people of the world, because the system is allowing a few to collect everything, to own everything, land, food, control air, everything. And it won't be long, maybe in your lifetime, or definitely in your children's lifetime, that noose will have a stranglehold on whoever in your family is alive at that time. You'll be nothing more than the peasants in the old time period in medieval times, where the peasants worked in the fields and the elites living in the castles took most of what they produced. So I appeal to you, please pay attention, and if you are a fair-minded person that has empathy for others, and if you're not just a self-centered person who doesn't give a damn about the world, then please join in and help, because the people of the world can change things, but it will take many, many people to do it. And my appeal here is just my attempt to get the situation started, to begin, and eventually lead to a steamrolling movement that will change the things that need to be changing so that all can live. Thank you. This is the old timer Conrad here.